Yeah, so the recent results really highlight what we suspected was there, is that there's something bigger sitting at depth driving this mineral system below, and you know it's evidenced by what we're seeing on the surface in the geochemistry and the drilling that was completed early last year. So this really highlights what we're seeing is from a shallow perspective, you know, the first couple of kilometers of what the bigger system actually is. The top of the geophysical server really highlights the conceptual model we're working on, is that there's these smaller porphyry plumes coming off a larger source that are driving these systems, which has driven the mineralization that we're seeing at Ichucollo, and really speaks to what we're seeing underneath this Anta Q'ilqa target with what we're seeing on the surface and the architecture we're seeing about how it's formed. So I mean, this conceptual model was developed a few years ago by the project manager about what he was seeing on the ground, and it's really come to fruition about proving what we're seeing there. Yeah, so the previous work been done was not really put in context until we sort of got the survey completed. So now we've got these results, it really speaks to what the larger picture actually looks like. We're looking for big things, and the way they respond is very different to the smaller scale. So what we've actually seen on the ground does actually make a lot more sense in terms of the regional context of what we're seeing in terms of a larger porphyry system at work and where to actually target it moving forward. That's right. So it was a multifaceted approach to what we were trying to achieve there. So we've done the groundwork for the AMT survey. So that'll give us architecture down to around 10 to 12 kilometers, some resolution about what's feeding this porphyry thing we're seeing in the magnetics. We've also got geochronology, which will help sort of put it in a date range to see what age the mineralization is, as well as extended geochemistry over the wider area. And obviously we'll continue mapping this Anta Q'ilqa target, which is proving everything we're seeing on the ground is supporting the bigger picture of there's a porphyry system at work. So lots of news flow, and as we develop out the news flow on this target to refine it even further.